Hey,
Hey, what's
so
up?
part of the UVL says that we're just gonna have interviews, and obviously that you're saying that Syndra in that game, so I'm just gonna have a quick interview. So what do you think, man? You won, obviously, so I'm
Uh,
glad, or I bet you're feeling pretty good.
yeah, I'm definitely feeling good. I wish that we didn't have to the DC Muffet is playing in CNU right now, so he kept DCing from the game.
Oh, so that wasn't even UVA.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my goodness. It was funny because the NCESPA account was in here, and they were saying like, "Oh my goodness, college internet, GG." But
Well, that's what we thought too. And then
yeah, that's surprising. So I'm just pulling up a graph of the damage dealt, and just like what was funny was, I mean, mid lane for a long time, like I thought it was really interesting was that you guys were tied, right? Like bot lane was behind, but that wasn't really bot lane's fault necessarily, simply because of like the DC.
hmm
Um, but have you, Senegal and Monty, been like practicing? Because there was one time when you guys went into the red buff and were fighting the Warwick, and then from then like you literally snowballed the entire game, and it was just kind of insane. Looking at the damage dealt, like or the gold graph over time, like around 17, 18 minutes, sort of that like mid game spike. I remember it's where you picked up your death cap and your um, Deathfire grasp, and you just sort of went ham. Like, was that something you guys knew that you wanted to do from the beginning of the game? Like, oh, these are the champions that we're going to play, and this is the game plan? Or, like, was it, hey, like, coincidentally, we're all here, so do you guys want to go do this? Like, what do you think?
quite honestly, I mean, we've been practicing some.
Mm-hmm.
We played like a couple ranked games. I think we played like enough to be ranked or something like that. I'm not exactly sure,
Mm-hmm.
but we for our champions we kind of just picked champions that were strong and tried to ban out Jorb for the most part,
Yeah.
and that's why we took away Brand and Lulu and a couple of those.
Okay, yeah, so the brand pick was against Jorm. That's very interesting.
Yeah, and we just knew that he played Syndra
Yeah.
also, and I can play it relatively well, so I just picked it and hoped I didn't somehow get counterpicked.
Yeah, well, I was incredibly impressed. I mean, it's like I was talking about how if there were players that were like if our scene were big enough that people would really be interested, if there were up and coming players, it'd be like the trifecta of plat laners for your team or like plat players on your team was doing really well. And obviously Muppet Fest was DCing, so it's not his fault. But like the three of you had such good synergy just around mid game, and I mean, like you outplayed Jorb really well with like the ganks too and stuff. So like really good stuff.
Kazakh's what's called the Kazakh Ganks by Cynical.
Cynical.
He really helped me out mid lane because after I got obviously I got that one kill on Oriana early, which definitely helped snowball me a little bit. And then of course we could tell their entire comp was just put ball on Warwick, and Warwick jumps on me and just ults me over and over again.
Yeah. Well, I
So
mean, it didn't seem to be effective. You only died 2 times that entire game, and you dealt more damage than their carries combined, which is insane. Actually, you dealt like just about the same amount, which is ridiculous. So really good stuff, man. I mean, it's week one, but that's really exciting that you kind of whooped the butts of a team with like strong diamond players on it. So looking forward to seeing more from Check Your Pulse.
yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, talk to you later, Brian.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So now